Yo, it's your boy Dylan Cartlidge. Massive shout out to Marvin Magazine for having me. I'm going to be talking a little bit today about my creative process. So obviously we're in a crazy time at the minute, so a lot of people are locked down. I'm locked down at the moment. Hope everybody's safe and well first of all, which means that I'm not in my studio where I usually am. I've got a makeshift studio in my bedroom here, as you can see. I usually work at Logic Pro and I've just got GarageBand on this computer. So it'll be mostly talking and I'll have a little noodle around, but like, yeah, just really more like, to be honest as well, like for me it's much more of like an emotional and a like philosophy anyway of like how I approach it as opposed to like what I actually do when I'm doing it. So for me, the creative process massively involves improvisation, as it does for everybody. I'm a rapper first and foremost. I play a little bass, a little keys, do a bit of production and singing, but I was a rapper before I was anything else. And so one of the things that I do when I'm rapping is freestyling, and one of the things that like I kind of like depend upon and actually use in my songwriting is improvisation. So every song that I tend to make, there's very little preparation. There's usually nothing pre-prepared riffs, pre-prepared chord progressions, lyrics, any of that stuff. It's all kind of sporadically done in the moment depending on what sound we're chasing. So that's something that's quite important to me. So Yellow Brick Road specifically, it was the very first song I'd co-written. I've gone down to a studio in London with a producer called James String. He's really cool. He usually, this is how most songs usually start as well. It's like there'll be a break beat or a drum beat that we'll make, and then from then on I'll play the riff. And so Yellow Brick Road in particular, it started a drum beat and then the riff, the dung 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 dung, and then from then on just kind of rapping over the top and freestyling over the top, and just creating the song out of just jibber jabber. And that's really how it got cooking, and that's how it started, and that's how most ideas and songs start to form, at least with me, from breakbeats and bass riffs or chord progressions. I'm a big believer in you don't need some kind of special tools, or you don't need to be some sort of like a musical genius or something to be able to be a good songwriter. I wouldn't really call myself a bass player, I wouldn't call myself a keys player, I wouldn't call myself a producer, I wouldn't call myself a singer. It's just I use those things as a means to totally express how I'm feeling in like the most authentic way possible. And so half of the time you'll catch me just we're riffing ideas, it's like I'm just making crazy noise, it's just stuff that doesn't make sense, but it's like I don't know, I find for me that's the rawest form of authenticity, and that stuff, those just primal noises, the noises you make when you hear the stuff initially, or when you feel something and you can't quite explain theoretically what it is that you're feeling, or why that this cadence, or why this chord progression, or why these bass riffs or a riff makes you feel a certain way. It's more just very much an emotional thing, an impulsive thing, and an emotional response, as opposed to some sort of curated, scientific, pre-prepared or thought out structure of how you're going to compose a piece of music. Thank you very much for having me. It's been a blast. Wish I could have had some cooler stuff to show you in terms of like having my usual setup, but these aren't usual times, so maybe next time. But thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for all the love and support in Yellow Brick Road. If you haven't heard it yet, check it out, and have a sick day.